All right. We back for part two. We're going to skip the whole homage thing because I did that the last video and I'm really just sitting in the same spot. The cologne was Dolce & Gabbana if you didn't know. And I got my flameless candle. Go check the last videos if you don't know what that is. So yeah, last we were talking, Karen was talking to this girl who basically had no idea what she wanted or how to go about getting what she wanted. He's now moving on to the next caller. Let's do it.
That's special.
Tell me what I need to deliver, and it'll be done.
All right. Destiny.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello. I'm just. You will never work with a man like myself or a man on my level. You no way. I mean, let me do this real quick. Look,
Take your time.
hold on. Let me just tell you, you're cute, and you're probably used to getting by on your looks, but that ain't special, sweetheart.
Okay.
And you cannot step to a man who's got his shit together, who's going somewhere in life, thinking you're the prize.
Okay.
Your attitude is wrong. And you're looking for a quick fix. Deal with men on your emotional level because you're not a woman. You're still in the girl phase. Girls need boys. Women need men. That's why I tried to cut it down because even the way you're asking questions is out of line. And I'm trying not to check you because you're young. You're out of line for what it is you want. You don't qualify for it. If you didn't look the way you thought, the way you look, and you wouldn't be asking for what you're asking for. You'd be asking for a regular guy.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
You're still going. Go ahead, Destiny. You can ask a question so I can be done with it. Go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead, young lady. Ask your question. And I'll get under Destiny. Go ahead.
I don't want to be a little girl who needs a little boy. What do you recommend I do to qualify for the men that I want?
This is where the school's going to come into play. You guys are going to have to learn how to do all this stuff because unfortunately you didn't learn when you were at home in the community. You didn't learn it. So I don't begrudge you, but where'd you go to college?
Didn't go.
You didn't go?
No, sir.
All right. Well, so you graduated high school?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you live?
I live in Los Angeles.
With who? Do you live by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Who you live with?
By myself.
All right. You're going to have to go to school for it because I don't know. You didn't learn it. And I can't, and I don't want to get too much further into it. If you didn't go to college, that's a whole range of people around your age and dating that you missed out on. So going straight from high school, it's going to be really hard for a high school. And I mean, so it's going to be real hard for a high school graduate to be talking about a man in the top 5% of earners. There's a lot of stuff. And if you want that, I don't know why you want it other than the fact is you don't want to work, but you don't get it just because you want it. You have to earn it and deserve it before you get it.
I'm going to college.
All right.
I hear the sound of a Red Bull. Let's see.
All right, Destiny, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Ooh, Kevin, you put that fucking Red Bull down. Young men, do not drink that poison. Do not drink that toxic waste. Do not drink that unsettling beverage. Do not drink that lizard drink. Do not drink Red Bull. Do not drink Monster. Do not drink energy drinks. What these things do when you drink them, what they essentially do is just increase the rate at which your heart beats unnaturally for an extended period of time. So you're getting more blood out through your body through circulation, but you're really doing damage internally because your heart isn't naturally supposed to be beating that fast unless there's an actual reason like fear or danger or sex, right? But yeah, no. Get Red Bull out of here. I don't want to get Red Bull out of here, yo. Anytime I see him drinking that, I got to get on his case because we all know that is what took this man away from us. He could have had at least another 15 to 10, 20 years maybe. Hey.
Yeah.
Good. What do you have for me?
Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to comment with the other young lady that just left, how she was saying how she wanted the type of man and she felt like she didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of didn't understand how to get there because she had a problem with the age gap of what she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of wanted to reassure her that, and everything that you said, Kevin, about modern women and how we lack these things, we do. And I know just from my experience, like I said, I grew up with a mother that taught me how to be independent, this, independent, that. A lot of my aunties don't have husbands.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to actually stop and take a step back and observe, like, okay, what they're telling me just doesn't add up. And what I want is just really hard for me to get that because I'm taking other people's advice that is not where I want to be.
Right.
So
So what is it? Did you have a question or did you just want to make a statement?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to make a statement to her because I'm definitely 25 and I'm definitely dating a 50-year-old as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a scary thing. We connect still. We still have a great time. We want a lot of the same things as well when it comes to lifestyles and things like that. And we understand each other's position and how to play so we can keep each other happy. It's really
The problem a lot of in the Black community is
yeah.
women have said this. Ooh, age gap dating means it made it dirty, nasty, wrong. Ooh,
Yes.
you're robbing the cradle because
Yes.
women are 80% of the influence in the household. So they've told women anything that's good for them is bad for them. It's like, okay, if you date a man that's older than you, he's dirty, he's robbing a cradle, you're taking advantage of this, you're doing that. And what you're realizing is like, wait a minute, everything they told me is not working out for me. It's not working out for me because the women who told you all this wish they had a man like that. They have undercut you guys with the fear tactic so they can, if he don't go with her, he's available to us, and that's not going to work. So you never really hear this in outside the Black community. Such a fear of dating older men, especially if you don't want to work and you want a higher quality of life. Most people realize that. But like when I asked her, what kind of men earn that stuff? In the Black community, the men who earn that money legally are athletes and entertainers at a young age. The only other people are doing something illicit. So I don't fault her for not understanding that. Look, you're gonna have to get your mind wrapped around the fact that if you want to be a stay-at-home wife, you're gonna have to have a man who has a home. And you don't get that at 26 or 27 years old. But I got some more folks to get in here. Hold on, Destiny. I'm gonna get back to you.
And so just so I can touch on that just a very little bit. This whole, as Kevin was saying, robbing the cradle, women dating men older than them and stuff. And people having an issue with that and calling certain people predators and stuff, right? Predators or whatever, right? It's predatory on both ends. It's predatory on both sides. If we want to be real about it, if we want to call people predators, it's predatory on both sides. She knows the benefit that she gets from being with an older man, meaning, with the money and all that stuff, the status, he has his own place, all that stuff. And he gets the benefit of being with a younger, more attractive, hopefully feminine woman. So it's not like this older 55-year-old is preying on this 22 or 25-year-old girl. That's not what's happening. She knows the benefits of being with him. He knows the benefits, and has benefits of being with her. It's like, we gotta stop that. It's very dumb.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Here we go. Next, the real Olivia Pope. You're up next. I can. What do you got for me? Okay.
On your channel. I was kind of just browsing YouTube tonight and I kind of came along the topic.
Okay.
I was raised in Mississippi and it was a thing for you to get married young, to cook, clean, have the babies, and that's kind of it. My mother.
Okay. So what I need from you is how old are you?
I am 24.
I need you to get to the question you have for me because there are 8 more people.
Okay. My question is, how do I become a wife if the type of men that I want to date are not available to me?
What do you mean they're not available to you?
I only want good Black men.
What does that mean?
And they are not available to me.
Let's stop right here. Where are you? What city are you in?
I'm in Memphis, but I'm moving to DC soon.
Okay, 51% of Black men are single and childless. 51% are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class. So there is no scarcity of Black men.
I understand what you're saying, but there are a lot of factors that go along with that.
See, when you say I understand, but you basically just negated everything I said. There are no other factors. 51% are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class. That means they're out there and available. Why can't you?
I just heard that smoke detector. It is not mine. I've been on mute the entire time. That is not my smoke detector. I promise you. I've been on mute. This is not me.
You seem to find them.
I'm not sure. I get approached, but I get approached by the wrong type of Black man.
Okay, hold on. When you say good and wrong, what are we talking about here? What makes a Black man good?
I want somebody that is clean cut, educated, well cultured, things like that. And I don't want the guy that's smoking a blunt.
All right. So you're from Memphis? You're from Memphis?
I'm not from Memphis. I'm from Mississippi. I was just in Memphis for a job.
All right. So did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
Did you graduate?
Yes, I did.
Your degree is in what?
My degree is actually in pre-law. I was about to go to law school this
fall. So how tall are you?
I am 5'4".
Dress size?
I am an 8.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
I believe it was 167, 168.
And if you had to give yourself a rating, just your face, fresh out of the shower, no makeup, your natural hair, what would you give yourself? You cannot use 7.
I would definitely give myself an 8. If I lost a little more weight, I would be a 10.
So you give yourself. So I put you next to Beyonce, and you guys are on par with one another.
Real quick, ladies. Why do y'all do this? How do you weigh that much? Listen, and I want to say this because I'm all about having self-confidence in a good, strong ego to make sure that self-confidence is strong. But you cannot realistically put yourself as an 8 if you weigh that much. And for being, would she say 5 foot, 5 something? For being that short and weighing that much, no offense, you are a big, pudgy, chubby thing. Right? I was about to curse, but I didn't want to. And to speak on what she was saying before, I like the fact that she doesn't want the type of guys that she said, you know. She doesn't want the guys that are smoking a blunt, cussing, rude, crass, all this stuff. She would rather have, you know, well-cut, intelligible, cultured guys. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, I applaud that, right? Because a lot of girls go with guys that they probably shouldn't be with. But to the same degree, not going to lie to you, those type of guys also do not want you just based off the weight. I haven't seen you, but just based off the weight, we don't want that. We don't want that. Because I would be in the group or category of guys that, as far as like the general things she named, I would be in that group, right? We don't want that. No offense. We don't want that. You got to lose weight. You got to get in the gym. You got to have discipline. Those guys are looking for that because I know these guys because a lot of these guys are my friends. That's what we're looking for. Discipline. You're in the gym. You're feminine. You're nice. You're cute. All that stuff.
Well, Beyonce's a 10
No,
or almost a
no,
20.
sweetheart, she's not. She's not a 10. She's an 8. See, let me introduce myself. My name is Kevin Samuels. I'm a professional image consultant, and I do this in the real world. I evaluate people as a profession. Beyonce is every bit of an 8. She's a pretty woman, but she is not a 10. Kelly Rowland is actually more attractive than Beyonce. She's a 9. If you want to go look at, so you're giving yourself an 8.
Also, women, don't get too caught up on this because every guy will tell you the 10 doesn't exist. The 10 means you're perfect. The 10 means you do everything right. You have everything right. The 10 doesn't exist. The 10 is something you strive to be. The 10 is something you like look towards and say, hey, I could reach that if I really try hard. But no, you're never going to reach it, and we're never going to reach it because the 10 doesn't exist. The highest you can get on any guy's scale is a 9 because if we put you at perfect, that means you're better than every woman that has came before you and that will come after you. So do not get caught up on this rating thing. This is one of the things that I disagree with Kevin about. I don't think 10s exist, honestly. I don't think they exist.
And what I'm hearing a lot, you're giving yourself an 8 because Beyonce is a 10. That makes you actually closer to a 6. Is this your actual picture?
Oh, I didn't know you could see my picture. Yes, that's actually me.
Okay. I mean, you're not an unattractive woman, but when I hear women like yourself start saying they want good black men and start with the pejoratives as if there's so many clean-cut black men are hard to find, that's bullshit. The simple bullshit. Yeah, I mean, the better question is if you're from Memphis and you're going to move to DC.
Yes.
But where'd you go to college?
I went to an HBCU.
Okay, what state were you in?
I was in Mississippi. It was back when I was in Mississippi.
Okay, so why were you not able to attract the kind of black men if you went to an HBCU and you're 24, so you've been out of high school for 6 years?
At the time, I was more so focused on school. I did have a boyfriend.
Okay.
For 2 years in college.
Okay. And why didn't you guys get married?
I turned down his proposal.
Why?
I wasn't ready.
What do you mean?
I wasn't ready.
I don't know what that means, ma'am. So just saying it again doesn't give me any. You weren't ready, meaning what?
At the time, I thought I wanted something else. I thought I wanted more.
Meaning?
And
meaning?
I ended up.
Meaning? Ma'am, you can't ask my advice and then just talk vague. I get very specific. You had a 2-year relationship from a guy you were with. You turned it down because you weren't ready.
Yeah.
You wanted more, meaning what? Somebody to earn more money?
I mean, that really wouldn't make any sense. If I'm working in the law field, why would I need somebody who earns more money?
Just because you have a pre-law doesn't mean you're working in the law field.
Not yet.
No, but you're earning nothing. So I don't look, ma'am. I'm not trying to go. either you're gonna let me do this way.
Like, why would she say that if she's not even working in the field yet?
You want my assistance? I will give it to you. I'm good at what I do, but I don't have time to play.
Okay.
And it sounds like you. And it sounds like, honestly, ma'am, what I'm getting from you is the problem isn't the kind of men. The problem is in the mirror. What do you want? Do you want to be married?
Yes.
Do you want children?
Eventually, yes.
How many would you like to have?
Maybe 2 or 3.
2 or 3, which? Preferably.
3.
All right. After you have after you're married, pregnant with your first child, would you like to have to work to pay significant bills? Have to work to pay significant bills?
Have to work? No.
All right. So, how much would a man need to make to provide for a wife and 3 children to afford the kind of lifestyle you see yourself living?
Ooh, that would have to be a 6-figure job.
Ma'am, I know. 6 figures. How much?
I don't know, because it would depend.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's very simple. It's a math equation. Where do you plan on living in DC?
Foggy Bottoms, Capitol Hill, Georgetown.
Okay. And how much would a man need to make in that area?
We would need at least $200,000 a year.
Excuse me, ma'am. You $200,000 a year can't get it done in Tulsa. So you already are missing on some things. One, this vague amount of good black men that exist that you can't seem to find. 2, you had somebody in a 2-year relationship that you say he proposed to you, you turned down because you weren't ready because you wanted more. And 3, to think you could be married with 3 children living in the DC Foggy Bottom Georgetown area on $200,000. No, ma'am, you're talking about closer to $400,000 or $500,000 a year. You need $350,000 here in Atlanta. See, you ladies never run the math. You ladies never do the math and ask yourself the kind of lifestyle I want and what I want. Who's going to earn that kind of money? What kind of men earn $400,000 a year legally? How old are they? What age range? What age range would you have to be earning $400,000 a year legally?
Late 30s, 40s.
Late 30s. What professions would pay you $400,000 a year?
It's like she didn't just hear the last conversation. No, she did hear the last conversation. Because, oh no, the girl before her said she wanted to give advice. But it's like, were you not just listening? 55 years old and up, start making that money. 45 to be like generous. How did she miss this?
Legally in your late 30s.
That was pathetic.
What profession would pay you $400,000 in your late 30s?
I'm not really sure.
Exactly. So again, you have all these parameters on what a good black man is, but when I ask you to get specific, you get game goofy. Yeah. See, the professions that pay that kind of money, you're talking about being an attorney, a physician, or actually closer to a surgeon. High finance, owning your own business, all of these things, because you don't want to have to work to pay any bills. So honestly, due respect, ma'am, you went to HBCU. Did you have to take out student loans?
Not all the way through, but yeah.
Okay. And you went to law school, or you plan on going to law school?
I was about to go to law school before the pandemic, but now that has to be held off.
And how much is law school going to cost you?
An arm and a leg.
I asked you for a number.
I'm not sure in total how much law school is going to be.
Ballpark. I'm going to ask you one more time, and then I'm going to bid you a good night.
Mm-hmm.
How much in the ballpark it?
Um, I'm not sure. I would have to actually
So
add everything
this
up.
woman says she's 24 years old, guys.
Yes.
This woman says she's 24, and this is
Mm-hmm.
the level of seriousness I'm getting from a 24-year-old woman talking about good men. That's what you're getting, ladies. I need you to understand. This is what's in the dating market. This woman can't even answer a direct question. Just ballpark it, and ask you for to be exact. How much does law school cost? And see, it really
I
doesn't
can't.
even. It doesn't
I
even
don't know
fucking. It
numbers.
doesn't even fucking matter. It's going to be over $100,000 a year. It's going to be over
Okay.
$100,000 worth of debt that this airhead is talking about, and she wants
Okay.
someone to take her college debt, consumer debt, law school debt, and then just put that on their back and marry her because she thinks she's an 8 living in Georgetown and having this fantasy life. And she's saying the problem is lack of good black men. As I said at the beginning, it is you. I need you ladies who are my detractors to understand. Would you
Mm-hmm.
want your son or your brother who had to go out there and make himself a $400,000 a year earner to marry this? A woman who
I
has
never
no
said
clue.
that I was trying to marry a man for money. I
Well,
never
who
said
the
that.
fuck is going to pay the bills if you ain't working after you're pregnant?
You said if I didn't have to work. You didn't say
Exactly.
anything about.
Exactly.
You
See,
said if I didn't want to work, if I
well,
didn't
that's the
have to
point.
work.
That's the point. If you plan on working.
I plan on working now for myself.
I
Yes.
didn't ask you if you plan on working for yourself. I said after you are pregnant with kids. See, ladies, I need you to understand. This is why so many black women like herself are unprepared to be married, unprepared for a relationship, and they put it on men.
Okay.
Again, she had somebody for 2 years. And
Yes.
we know how this story goes. We know how
Mm-hmm.
this story goes. You cute, but thought you could do better. But I'm gonna tell you, ma'am, let me back it down. The
Okay.
problem I'm with you is you need a reality check.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know you don't know the jobs, the professions, you don't know any of the numbers. You guys are living this Instagram fantasy world thinking that it's
I'm not an
possible.
Instagram model.
I didn't say you an what the fuck did I said it's Instagram fantasy world.
I know, but you're.
Oh, shut up. Your name is the
Oh
real
my
Olivia
God.
Pope.
Hold up. Oh my God. Whew. That might have been the funniest interaction I've seen in a while from Kevin. Damn. She was all over the place, y'all. She thought he called her an Instagram model. Oh my God. That was funny. Not gonna waste too much time. That was funny though. Actually, we're gonna stop it right there. Stay tuned for the next caller, man. Stay tuned for the next caller. We out, Twins and Things.